As we've told you, Yahoo Finance today unveiled its company of the year for 2020. It is Zoom Communications. But as part of the discussion, we also like to be transparent and talk about the companies we did not choose. One of those, of course, was Tesla. It might have been a choice for many people. There are a lot of Tesla fans out there, to say the least. And the fans who like Tesla really like Tesla. Rick Newman is here to tell us why perhaps it was not our choice for company of the year. Zoom was my vote, to be transparent as well. But Rick, what was the thinking behind all of this?
Yeah, so if you just look at stock price alone, Tesla beats Zoom. Tesla is up almost 600% this year. I mean, these numbers are incredible, while Zoom is only up around 500% or a little bit more. But there are a few things about Tesla that made us uneasy. I'll just go through these real quickly. First is the way they're rolling out their so-called autopilot self-driving system. There have been a number of deaths in Tesla crashes that were operating on autopilot, and safety investigators have linked at least a couple of those deaths either to a problem with the autopilot software itself or with drivers just being over-reliant on it, thinking that it does more than it does. No other car company's self-driving system is associated with any deaths. And Tesla has gotten a lot of criticism for rolling that system out too aggressively. And some people say Tesla really overstates what that system can do. So that is a safety issue, number one. Elon Musk, look, obviously a visionary, extremely talented, but he was kind of like President Trump on the coronavirus this year. In March, he said coronavirus will be gone by April. He said some other misleading claims. He also reopened his factory in opposition to county shutdowns in California. He risked getting arrested. So not exactly model behavior there. And then number three is just the valuation question. Tesla right now is worth like 10 times General Motors and 3 or 4 times Toyota. And we just kind of scratched our head wondering, Tesla's not going to implode in the future. It's here to stay. But could that valuation come down and be a money loser for investors in 2021? Just a question. Don't know, but that was one of our concerns.
Rick, I think this is the 6th time, if I'm correct, that you've been involved in picking the Yahoo Finance Company of the Year. And, there's other companies out there. Moderna, another one, that stock's up 700% this year. Obviously, everyone's very excited about the vaccine. But as you think about what are the characteristics that define a company, that defines a year? What does Zoom bring to the table? And certainly, I think, why Tesla wasn't chosen, there's a lot there. But I guess in your mind, to go back to the positive choice, why Zoom? What is it about that business to you that says 2020?
We base this on a few things. One is just financial metrics. Stock performance is obviously one. And then financial performance, profitability, and is it sustained profitability, and is it one-time profitability? And then we also include some sort of editor's factors such as cultural significance. And when you put those all together, this was the year for Zoom. I mean, obviously, Zoom was a huge pandemic play, but we made the assessment, you could maybe call it a guess, that Zoom is going to actually remain significant going into the future, even after the pandemic. We don't think people are just going to drop Zoom, that it's going to go away. We think things have actually changed, some things permanently, whereas some of the other pandemic plays, we did consider Peloton, we did consider Etsy. Both had fantastic years, but we think those were more one-dimensional pandemic plays that don't really represent any kind of cultural change. And we did consider Moderna for vaccine reasons, but that's also kind of a one-time thing. And Moderna, obviously, not the only company working on a vaccine. There are several others. So why single them out rather than Pfizer or some of the others?
Yeah, to me, from a pure zeitgeist perspective, Zoom, clear winner for 2020.
And you guys,
in terms of really
some of you guys were
defining a year.
in these discussions, and we did ask ourselves, and Myles, you pointed this out earlier, if not Zoom, who else could it be, given that Zoom is now a verb, it has changed so many people's behavior, and it did take on big giants like Google and Microsoft and do pretty well.
Yes, good points all. All right, thanks so much, Rick Newman. Appreciate it.